Good evening, everyone. Phil here. Welcome to the daily wrap for what was Saturday, the 29th of June, 2024. Overall, as for my streams and everything, a pretty good day. All right, and that's the purpose of this video, to recap what happened. Personal stuff happening behind the scenes, not so good. I lost a friend, and that sucks. Life, but it is what it is. And basically, what I did specifically, I made a video about it before I started making my content today because I wanted to give a heartfelt tribute to this person who I lost, or who we all lost, I should say. Not just me, obviously. Someone who the world is going to be a worse place because he's not with us anymore. But I did not want to talk about this person on my monetized streams or content today at all. I wanted to do a true tribute video that was just about him and have it be unmonetized and just be on the channel as a tribute. And so I did it, and then I started my stream for the morning. Of course, just so you know, all over the internet, my detractors completely making stuff up and lying, saying things like it was a monetized video and everything. It was not. I did it on purpose so that I could give honor to this person who's now no longer with us without having any monetization involved whatsoever. So if you're wondering what that video was that appeared on the channel this morning, that's exactly what it was, okay? Then, as for my content today, on today's podcast, I talked about the importance of positive, constructive feedback and how getting good comments on my videos, getting suggestions in chat, etc., actually aids me in making better content for everyone. And I gave two distinct examples. One about how I'm going to approach playing Street Fighter 6 moving forward, and one about my current build in Elden Ring that I had a way to basically improve it. So, yeah, big segment about that on the show today, plus a few other odds and ends, and it was a good podcast overall. Then we jumped back into Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. Today was pretty cool. So we continued to explore the open central area of the map. We checked out many different areas to the south. I think we found a cave. That cave took us underground and then allowed us to get into a southern area of like a bog and stuff like that, poison area, and we explored there. And then we found another way through and another way through. Basically, the way this map works is that it's all networked and linked together, and that's really, really neat. We did another optional jail dungeon with another boss at the end. I continued. I improved my tank build now. I just started using it yesterday, but today I improved it. I switched weapons. I'm no longer using that anvil hammer. Instead, I'm using a giant club black hammer that I found at the beginning of the DLC. I'm using it in conjunction with the shield that's part of the armor set to be a full tank build. Plus, I'm using the new tier that I found at the very beginning when I killed the first Wicker Man. And this set basically makes you the ultimate tank counter-hitting set. Really well, cool, and designed. Tried it on a few bosses. It worked well. So I'm excited moving forward to use it. I'm not saying I'm going to use this the whole DLC, but man, it's pretty neat. It's something very different from any build I've had before. I can't even roll with this build, okay? So we continued on. As I continued to explore and find new areas, all of a sudden it said, oh, a rune has broken. And I said, well, I'm only aware of one rune that was blocking anything. Needless to say, it was where we had been. We went to this fissure area in the very south of the map. There was a hole, you go down this fissure, and it was a whole other dungeon. I think it was called, like, what was it called? Like, the, stone coffin fissure. We went down there, bunch of interesting enemies and platforming, a completely unique boss at the end, and then a cool part of lore. I'm not going to spoil, but for those who don't know, there's a figure that's been referenced in all of Elden Ring that never showed up in the game. Well, they show up here after beating this particular dungeon and fighting and beating this particular boss that gives you a remembrance when you beat it. So it's one of the big bosses of the DLC. Really neat. Did a quest line for this person. Completed it. Got some reward items. It was really fun. Then we continued with our exploration. Excuse me. And as we were doing that, I ran into a cathedral. Well, guess what? This is the cathedral where you get the items to do things at those fingerprint areas of the map. So I ended up going to one of them and doing it. Then I got a thing to do at another one, but we don't have access to the other one yet. We're not sure how to get there yet. So I continued to explore, and then I found a way to the main giant, like dungeon. I don't know what it's called, if it's called the cathedral or whatever. I'm not sure. Or the church. It might be the church. But I found an extra way in. Instead of going to the main gates, there's a way from the east. So I unlocked that. Then I found another path that goes completely under it and takes you to the other side, the whole northwestern part of the map. And at the end of my stream, basically what I did is I jumped on my horse and I rode all around that area, looking around, seeing what was there, and I grabbed the map. So now, next time when we play on Tuesday, the world is my oyster. I can explore the whole Northwest. There's an optional dungeon I found that I could check out, where I can continue to explore and see what items and areas are there. We could go to the eastern part of this major, what appears to be Legacy Dungeon. Like, we have many options of things to do. And I'm very excited. Great, great Elden Ring stream today of exploration and fun and success with this new build. Okay? Then, on the late stream tonight, it was Stardew Valley Chill. And, man, let me tell you guys something. I had an absolute great time with the game. Literally, just chill fun. We had new crops harvesting. I was able to build the kitchen addition to my home, so now I can cook some food. Thing is, I need to find better recipes, because I only have recipes that 1 or 2 things that I have to access to the resources. I basically need to get more recipes, and I think people said you could buy those at, like, the saloon or the pub or whatever it is. You know, continuously leveling up, doing other things, and sold a bunch of stuff. So now, next time around, the idea is it's going to have a crazy thunderstorm. And everyone says during the thunderstorm is when you get the best fishing. You might even get tons of rare fish. So I prepared. I got a bunch of bait. I got everything ready to go. When we play next time, it's thunderstorm time. And again, people continue to engage and support these Stardew streams. Even though we only get like 200 to 250 viewers, man, it's a great chill time. And I love these nights. So 0 complaints about today when it comes to my streams and content. A sad start to the day, obviously. But then lots of positivity and fun on the streams. Okay? And by the way, I'm actually right now installing Riven, which we're going to start playing on my mini PC on Monday night. Apparently, I just meet the minimum, or not the minimum, but the recommended requirements to play it. So we're going to give it a shot on Monday and see what it looks like. So if you're excited to see me play the new Riven remaster that just came out on PC, I'll be playing it on Monday night on my mini PC. Okay? But let's talk about tomorrow, Sunday. Sunday's React Day. That means that on my various other channels, we do React content. There will still be a chill podcast here on DSPGaming in the morning. So I hope you'll join me for that. And then first stream on Sunday will be DSP versus the Internet over on DSP Reacts, where I watch a variety of clips as submitted by the channel members. It's always a great variety show, and I really enjoy that show because you never know what you're going to see. In fact, right after I'm done recording this, I'm going to make the playlist for tomorrow's show. So there you go. It should be fun. And then tomorrow night on DSP Throwback, here's a cool one. Dark Souls 1 continues. We've been going back to Dark Souls 1, my original run from 2011 before I knew anything about FromSoft games. Every little while. I think we did a little bit in February. We went back, I think, in May. So now we're going to go back again this Sunday night and check it out again. And this is very pertinent right now to do it because I'm playing Elden Ring. So it's pretty cool to see my original FromSoft playthrough versus what I do today in the game and how different it is, right? How different of an experience. So we're likely going to end up doing it for a week or 2 before we try to swap over to something else. But it's looking very positive. I'm very excited to do it. You guys seem to love the Dark Souls stuff, so I hope you'll join me for that tomorrow night on DSP Throwback. Okay? Guys, thank you again. Great, amazing day of chill streams. Have a good night. See you tomorrow for React Day. Peace out.